He was the late entry in the field, but he was very prepared, weighed in at 154 and a quarter pounds. John, the Apollo kid, 2Ds kids, Thompson. It's kind of an interesting way to go at it. You're driving up here. You had an idea, I think, you may be fighting, but you weren't 100% sure. Fighters are creatures of habit. You want to know everything mentally going into it. And how is this different than most of your fights?
I mean, most of my fights, I know who I'm fighting, so I have time to actually study their styles and everything. But going into tonight, I didn't find out my actual opponent until a few hours ago. I didn't know who I would be standing in for.
I've seen, and everyone follows sports, that sometimes guys who are like they get these opportunities that kind of fall in their laps, they make the most of it. Is that the way you feel? It's kind of like an opportunity, and you can maybe you get by tomorrow night, and some really big things could be on the horizon. Definitely,
to me, this is like the window to heaven. I have an opportunity here to change my life around for the better. I've been up, and I've also been down, and right now I'm like in between. After this right here, this helps me in my life also to actually, live the way I feel as though I should be living.
You've been off for a while since your first loss. Obviously, you've been chomping at the bit to get back, and you're doing it under a different kind of circumstance. How big is a win for you tomorrow night? Forget about the obvious stuff with the tournament, but a big just to get you back on track.
Well, tomorrow night, everybody will see that, that. A lot of people thought I quit. I can't do that. I definitely can't do that. I'm mad they even thought that, but it's all good. Everybody is actually see who I really am tomorrow night, and after this victory right here, they'll see that, I came and I didn't come just to fight. I came here to win,
Have you been? I know you were you've been contacted about this tournament, throughout the last few weeks or even months. Probably you've been scouting it from afar. Who's in, and how you match up with different guys.
Yes, definitely. I take a look at it, everyone's style personally, and just going through it, going over it. But as to leading up for each fight, you have to, you have to make an adjustment.
Ricardo Pinell, when you saw his name, what would you see with him?
Seeing that he was a southpaw, I saw, his stance. I seen how he hold his hands. I think he's more so of a puncher. He doesn't, necessarily box that much, but that's what I'm gonna lead to. I'm gonna focus on my boxing here.
Anything you want to say in closing before we see you Friday night here at Mohegan Sun?
In closing, I would just like to say, I hope y'all enjoy the show, because I will.
Late entry, but he has high aspirations. John Thompson, we'll see you tomorrow night. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.